Well, buddy's old man is back on the booze and is swinging a driver at the big wall moose that keeps on getting on the goddamn property, so he says. Cigarettes are expensive and whiskey ain't cheap, and winters are bitter but summers are sweet, and you can get some modestly priced smokes over at the rest, if you're so inclined. Well, most of my time spending in Big Blue and just traveling the country with a 5-piece band and pick a little and sing for the folks when I can, granted that I'm sober. And the other days are meant for choring and working at the ranch just to starve off the boredom and keeping the cats from finding new ways to keeling over. Just living the dream. Well, I was cooling my heels down in Tennessee, post 82, some buddies and me, and we were shooting shit until we ran out of ammunition. Some dude overheard from across the room, and instead of minding his own, he just assumed that he'd sit down next to us and join in on the conversation. Brought over some kind of beer, something called an IPA. Eddie's East Nashville kid in a cowboy hat, and he couldn't tell a shoelace from a lariat, and the first west that he's ever been was Ohio. Talking to me, says he's looking for work and he didn't mind getting some dirt on his shirt, and would I be as the kindness to hire him on? Well, oh my, surprised they didn't bring a resume. Hey, if you're doing fence then I ain't for hiring. If you're doing hay then frankly I wouldn't conspire to ask me about doing that one either. Well, and what are you good for? And he said plenty, and I could see this conversation wasn't going any which way, so I figured I'd do well just to leave there. So long, buddy, and keep your IPAs. Yeah, the city life sure got me tired, and it's hard for a prairie boy to admire all the concrete and towering skyscrapers. Just as soon as I'm able to find my hat, I believe I'll be leaving and heading back home to where the tallest buildings are all grain elevators. Long on to Charleston. Yeah, I'm out of this place, I'm bound for the farm, and I ain't taking no greenhorn along. I'm having a hard enough time just keeping track of myself. If you're down in Nashville and trying to look cool, but you can't tell a pretty palomino from a mule, and take my advice, son, and leave the buckaroo out on the shelf.